Greetings and welcome to the kitchen. As we are heading towards this Christmas season, I am welcoming everybody to this kitchen. This is my restaurant. I'm your host, Monica. Stay tuned as we are making this dish together from scratch. Yes, I mean from scratch. So, did you see how colorful it was? It's all because you have to prepare it on time. One good thing that I want to encourage one of you here is if you only know this is a one-pot meal, then you're good to go. What am I saying? Everything is going to be grilled in the oven. And that's it. But how do you make one of each of the ingredients taste differently? This is why you have to stay here, look at what I'm doing right through the whole video until we have that beautiful, delicious plate. So guys, I marinated these wings. Marinating, it means you have to mix the flavors that are so rich and the flavors that you like. So for me, I have certain things that I will not leave out when I'm marinating. I'm talking of the onion granules. I'm talking of black pepper. I'm talking of paprika. Come on, you name it all. I also have Rajamald curry. I mixed everything together. Put a little bit of salt in these wings. Add a teaspoon of cooking oil. Add your soy sauce. And then let this dish rest. You can marinate at a minimum of 2 hours to as long as 12 hours. Let this chicken have the taste of the spices that you have mixed. That's what I call marinating. You might have something different, but this is what I do. So 2 hours later, this is when I came here. Put this in the dish. This is a tray. And if you realize that I'm also going to add potatoes, and I'm also going to add one more ingredient. So the potatoes that I'm going to add here are full potatoes. That's Hazelback. Whatsoever that dish, that potato is called, is what I'm trying to make. Okay, how do you make them potatoes? Start, wash your potatoes, parboil them, salt them, parboil them. So I parboiled them already. If you can see that dish there, it's parboiled potatoes that I'm about to add into the tray. It sounds to be a long process, but parboiling, it's only 5 minutes. I just put already boiling water and I added them potatoes, parboiled potatoes, ready in 5 minutes. On the other hand, I also had the butternut. The butternut is also parboiled, so I did add a little bit of sugar in the butternut and then I parboiled it. So these potatoes, they have slits on them. I made the slits prior to boiling. So I have to make sure now when setting it in the tray, the slits are facing upwards. That's how it's going to come out so perfectly. You might realize that if you turn them the other round, the slits are only on one side, so it's not going to work out. Hey, look at me. I was now looking at the things that I can add, some other ingredients. You know, as you're cooking, it's something that's so, it's an art. So it entails some creation. You need to put new things in, try on what works and what's not suiting for this dish. So I realized that I want to go for oil first before the butter. I'm brushing the top of these potatoes with cooking oil. Yes, the reason why I want to add cooking oil first, I realize that if I use butter first, the jacket of them potatoes is going to crust quickly. So I'd rather go for cooking oil, and then halfway through, you will see me doing something different. So brush, add a little bit of black pepper. I added a little bit of black pepper. I want these potatoes to go, but on a different texture as chicken. So it's salted, now brush with oil and then black pepper. Aromat, it goes in there. Put a little bit of aromat on each before we go grill. So all these ingredients are optional, but for my taste, it's the best, guys. I can sell this recipe out for you. Christmas is coming. If you're tired of doing the turkey roast, if you're tired of doing full chicken roast, this would work out for you. So we have this lined. Now I take out the parboiled butternut as well. If you realize this, I always cut these butternut chunks into very big pieces. The reason is that I don't want any of these things in the tray to cook earlier before the other. So the wings are raw, but they are really smaller pieces. So that costs me to parboil the potatoes because they are really too big, parboil the butternut because they have jackets on them. But at the same time, this is going to come out from the oven at the same time. Have you realized that? Did you see that? That's honey, squeezy honey that I just added. Few drops into each of the butternut cuts and then brush it over. So I have different textures in this hot tray. Bang, it's now in the oven. Maximum heat of my oven, and I'll be tuning you through this whole baking and grilling. Now we have to make a salad. Yes, today it's a garden salad. I want to go green. What do? I have lettuce, I have tomatoes, I have pepper, onion, and I have cucumber. So how do you like your lettuce? I know there's a difference between the whole leaf of lettuce and chopped lettuce. I chop mine, I don't care. But the reason why I'm chopping it is because I'm almost going to serve it within a space of an hour. But if you know that your lettuce is going to stay longer, don't use a knife on your lettuce. It will change color. Just use your bare hands. Cut it. I don't know what's the word to use, but don't cut with a knife. Use your bare hands. So as I'm chopping these vegetables, what I want to emphasize on this is have order, please, in your bowl of salads. I know some other people would go for different type of tomatoes. I didn't have any other type of tomatoes except these ones. Yes, they are written salad tomatoes, but they are really juicy from inside. But I'm not going to extract any of the pods, any of the juice outside it. I want it as a whole. But now, what makes it give me the outcome that I want is the way that I cut. I'm cutting it in such a way that it's not dripping. There is no juicy coming out of these tomatoes. Watch out for the perfect salad that I'm about to make. All right, so tomatoes are cut, and now we have to cut the onions. How do you then season your garden salad? That's another important part. Some other people want to season with vinegar, want to season with any other type of seasoning, but for me, I don't season it as long as I'm not yet ready to serve. So I cut all these things, set them aside. When it's the time to serve. Then I will season my salad. I am going to season using salt, aromat, and a little bit of seriously good Heinz mayonnaise. And this type of mayonnaise that I have this time, it's a little bit thin. So it's just few drops that I'm going to use and toss whatever, this mixture, or toss it, not using a spoon again. I'm going to toss it just to make it mix together and serve. How about that, guys? You know what? This salad is one of the richest salad. I love green salad or garden salad because it has the raw freshness and it's all types of vegetables that I want to get in there, and they are all served. As compared to coleslaw, as compared to potato salad, this one is the richest one. So look at how I'm arranging all these ingredients in the bowl. Sometimes the appetite is brought by the presentation. Look at that, top-notch, classic. All right, now back to our tray. So as I mentioned that earlier on, in between this grilling period, you would find out that you have to take out the tray from the oven, add some more ingredients on it to give it a go. So what I'm doing, I'm adding original Heinz barbecue sauce. So this barbecue sauce, I will brush it in the chicken so that it doesn't dry out. That's one of the main reasons why you need a sauce whilst grilling, so that the chicken or whatsoever meat that you're grilling is not going to dry. This is the most important part. A lot of people have been asking me, how do you do it? How do you go about it? Hello, guys. The kitchen on call is now here. Put that sauce, and you see the magic. And then it's again the time to put another ingredient to the potatoes. If you realize, you can see that it's a bit showing that it's grilling on top. That's why I didn't put butter at first. So now I'm going to add butter. I'm trying to open those slits. Yeah, it's really a hassle. But you know what? If you want to cook, you have to do it with passion. And trust me, this dish is really hot. It's out of the oven, but I can't resist to touch it with my own hands. Yes, I have a fork, I have better spoons to use, but it's now within me. I have this connection with food that you will not understand, which I hope to spread to the world. After doing this, brush with butter. This, you might use any type of cooking butter that you have. Just brush it on top. This will help to make these slits so firm, at the same time to maintain them open. So this is how I do it, guys. From my kitchen to the world. Haven't you subscribed to this channel? What are you still waiting for? Subscribe, like, and share. Till next time, guys. I love you all. Bye-bye.